Hello, welcome to this Sacred Soul Moon Circle. And if you're watching on the replay or live, or you're here live, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to give you a little breakdown on what to expect here because we have sometimes, I know that a lot of new people have joined this month. So that we have new eyes here. And if you're new to me, hello, I'm Farah. And my moon circles are a little different in that I am a self-taught astrologer and also intuitive and channel. So when I look at astrology and when I feel into astrology, it's more about the intuitive sense and the energetics that I pick up on of the time. So I am going to be sharing with you things about Cancer because this is a Cancer new moon, and I love the zodiac. I love astrology, but just to be so you understand and what to expect, this isn't going to be your typical astrology update. This is going to be an intuitive energy, kind of an energy forecast of what's going on. And then we are also going to go into a beautiful visualization at the end. So I usually run these for they go for about 20 to 30 minutes. And if anyone joins me live, I'm going to stop the recording and then I will be with you live. So during the time I'm just sharing the transmissions, um, it doesn't, it like, I won't be really talking to anyone so that, like if you don't want to be like your face to be seen online because these go on YouTube, then that's I totally respect that and I want to honor your privacy. So the transmission part is just 20-30 minutes, including the visualization. And then if we want to talk about what's happening for you, we can do that afterwards. I usually do tarot cards on the second half for about like 15 minutes as we're discussing the personal energy, but I am in London today so I don't have my cards, but next one. So let's get right into it. So Cancer energy, Cancer is really beautiful. It's a cardinal sign, and cardinal signs means it starts a new season for us. So usually Cancer, when the sun changes into Cancer, it is the solstice and it's the energy of summer. And so it's a transition into from spring into summer. So there's a lot of fresh, new beginning energy. It's like everything is full bloom now and there's a lot of forward momentum, but Cancer is also a water sign and it rules our emotions and it rules the depth of our feeling as human beings. So Cancers, if you know any Cancers, or if you are a Cancer or have Cancer, you will know that Cancers are very 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 deep feeling, intuitive beings. And Cancer energy is also the sign of the mother. So we are also going to be really, really in touch with our feminine. And there is a lot of feminine, beautiful feminine energy at this time. And I'm going to be sharing with you how to work with this. It's more coming from your emotions rather than your mind. And we're going to feel, and you probably are already feeling things more deeply during this time. And that's totally normal. That is also the magic of this new moon, because that's how we're going to be sensing what's coming, what is available for us at this time. It's really important right now, since this is about our emotions, and emotions can peak. Nervous system regulation is really, really important. So try to find spaces, people, places in which you feel calm, in which you feel supported, and like if this moon circle is one of them, that's so beautiful. And like that, if you can find spaces where you feel really grounded. And because a little tip for you is during the time we are in a moon, say like right now we're in Cancer, the polar opposite of Cancer is Capricorn. So Capricorn energy, it's really grounded, it's really, steadfast. So we are looking for this kind of energy, like to, if your emotions are, if things are feeling very wobbly and your nervous system needs support, look for energy that's really grounded. Like going into nature and grounding is also amazing at this time, because it's, well, in the northern hemisphere it's summer. I know in the southern hemisphere you've gone into winter. But if you happen to have the space to go and ground, it's really good for our emotions and the electromagnetic field of a human being. So there's going to be a lot of conscious choices of self-care, because Cancer is the sign of nurturing, just like Capricorn, but they do it in a different way. Capricorn is the father and Cancer is the mother. So there's a lot of like, it's very, very nurturing, but finding how you can best nurture yourself. That's why it's self-care, because these are really enormous times of transformation. I was looking at like 2020 and the astrology that we have like come through so far, and every single month has been like boom. It's been huge for transformation. It's been huge for death, rebirths, identity shifts. And this is, if you're feeling that and if this is happening to you, it's definitely you're feeling the times, you're feeling the moments. Okay, so Cancer energy is also all about surrender, because it's the feminine. So slowing down and going really, really deep. And we're going to do a beautiful meditation visualization where I'll tune you into this energy. And so we have a moment to tune into ourselves, which is so needed. And I'm so glad that you're giving yourself this space, because, oh gosh, we really do need this. So it's really important at this time, because the feminine is speaking. Listen and honor your feminine intuition. This is being overdoing. So be with yourself, nurture yourself, get into nature, get into like be with people who you feel are grounding and nurturing for you, who help your nervous system be in a calm place. It's really, really good, really important. And so something huge which I've personally learned, and this new moon is also reflecting, is that beingness is, it's really where quantum leaps happen. We think that by doing there's progress, and we've been inundated by this messaging in our society, in schools. The way we have been learning is that like productivity is what brings results. And yes, it does. But there is also a time, and this is the time because of this moon and the energetics right now, where beingness is what's being asked for, and the slow down and the rest that you give yourself and the peace that you feel is where the magic starts to move into the new. And then when we're doing, we can miss this magic. We can miss this, like we're just so busy in the doing that it's not like anything can miss us, but it's not as, how do you say, the collapsing timelines and the ease in which you can leap into something new and something magical for you is going to be from this space of the deep rest and the stillness. So when it is the moment for stillness, we give ourselves that. And when it's the moment for taking action and doing and forward momentum, we give ourselves that. And that's why I love astrology, because it's like following the cosmic rhythms and the cosmic energy. It's such deep wisdom, you know, it's things that don't even occur to us, but we feel it, but we have so much programming that sometimes we just bulldoze past. And so that's why I really, really love this. So Cancer rules the home, and like what is home? What is home for you? Where is home? What feels like home? And what you want to experience in your home. Like what, again, back to the nurturing and the mothering. What do you want to feel? How do you want to feel nurtured? What is safety? What does safety mean for you? And not like safety like Taurus safety. It's different. It's safety of the nervous system, safety of feeling protected, of feeling cared for, of feeling like you have your family and you have your support, and who is in your life is supporting you, you know, that kind of safety. And Cancer is also very fertile, so we also have to get used to this duality of this particular time, is that things may be like, there may be ego deaths, and there may be things falling away and things birthing. So in the meditation we're going to do, I'm going to be taking you into a space where you're going to be able to hear what is maybe coming through, what's being birthed from you. And also, we have things still, like we are in the process of becoming still. So if you have already moved, because we've moved into summer now, so there may be things popping, happening, birthing in your world, but there may also be or have been a period of death and sadness and grief. I went through that the whole of June. Actually, before this week, I was in the space of letting go and shedding and deep feeling and ego deaths. And I tend to experience things a little bit faster, I think, because of the work that I do and the mission that I'm here for. I tend to experience things a few weeks before, and then when the collective is experiencing something, I can talk about it because I've been there. So that's what it may be feeling like for you. That's why I'm mentioning that if that's the case, that's why this energy of Cancer is medicine right now. And so really lean in, okay? And it's also an energy that brings a lot of psychic awakening and like, yeah, intuitive downloads. And that's going to come from your feminine and tuning into your womb and really getting into stillness. There's the magic is there. Okay, so that is Cancer. So let's talk about this new moon. The new moon is, I have my little notes here, hang on. The new moon is conjunct Jupiter, first of all, and in the sign of Cancer. And Jupiter, you know, it's the energy of expansion, of abundance, it's the benefic. So it's asking, what is your attention on? Because where attention goes, energy flows. We all know this. We all know this. And so also, what are you tuning your frequency to? And the way Jupiter works is it wants to show us that everything is already here. Everything that we want is already here. That's why it's the benefic, because it's kind of expanding what is there, the good and the bad in our soul language, if I can speak like that, if you understand. There is no such thing as good or bad. There's just different pathways and different experiences. So Jupiter doesn't see what's good or bad. It just wants to expand what's there to show you. So whatever is becoming big right now in your life, whether that's positive or negative for you, just notice. Just notice. Because Jupiter is going to definitely bring more of what you are focusing on. And then we have Mercury opposite Pluto, and Pluto is death and rebirth. And it's like getting more real, going deeper, because Pluto loves going really, really deep. And it is the sign that's going to, it's the sign, it's the planet that brings us into our power. Okay. So going really deep, feeling really deeply, the old self can be dying. There can be ego deaths, as I said. And just knowing that liberation happens after this time of death and shedding and falling away. And actually, that's exactly what happened to me and how I experienced it, because you feel more of yourself, you feel more powerful, you feel more real when you become more of who you are. And in everything, in every aspect of our life, this is beneficial. In our business, in our relationships, in our families, with our friends, in everything, clients, all of it. So this is really, really deep and big in this moon. And this moon is actually going to give us a little bit of relief and stability before we go into retrograde season. So there's planets that are inside, like Aries right now, that are going to go back into Pluto, for example. And so there's going to be planets like going back. And right now we are experiencing the energy of what they are in, because they are going to be going forward in them and staying there for a long time in 2026. But right now it's this time where we're like getting a taster, you know? And so this is really new energy for us. Like whatever we're feeling, whatever's coming in right now, it's a clue of what is going to come in more of in 2026. It's like your new reality, your new world is being birthed right now. So yeah, so we can see that this is an important time, but it's also really deep and really nuanced and really big. And so on new moons, we plant new seeds, which is so beautiful. And is perfect with Cancer being the cardinal sign. And so our seeds are going to set the stage for your new me. And like, what are you dreaming into that is the new you in this new reality, in the new earth? And it's going to be birthed from your feminine. It's going to be birthed from your womb energy, your deep emotional depths. So leaning in to your feminine, into that stillness is essential. So the question is, sorry, what are the seeds that you're planting in your womb right now? What is your true north? Where is your deepest fulfillment now? And we're going to be doing like we're going to be focusing on the 0 point field, cutting out all the past and all the future, and just being here now. I'm sorry, my voice just got like really hoarse, and yeah. So there is stuff about the voice, I think, for sure. For someone here, all of us. Yeah, interesting. But yes, it's not, so this is not about logic. It's not Gemini. It's about feeling and flowing. It can feel illogical because the mind is not going to work to translate this energy. The energy is going to come from your intuition and your deep feminine knowing. And we all have it as women. This is our power to know. And somewhere along the way, if you have been in one of these before and you've heard me talk, I am all about coming back to our feminine wisdom and our feminine intuition and our power, because we have so much wisdom there. We have so much power that, we've just been giving away in so many ways, and also not our fault, because this has been how we've been raised. This has been the conditioning of society. But the more we get back to ourselves, the more we also lean into the cosmic wisdoms, and we start to get back to our power. This is all coming back online, you know? So we had the solstice a few days ago, just to talk about the aspects, and then we're going to go into the meditation. And the solstice was when the sun went into Cancer. And this represents the parts of us that have already shifted, and also the parts of us that are still finding their way. It shone a light on it. And because the solstice energy, and then yet yesterday was Midsummer Day, the 24th. And Midsummer is called the Day of Miracles. It's the day of ultimate manifestation. And so this moon is bringing that energy, the energy of planting seeds, of manifestation, of shining a light on what's being birthed and what's being shed. And Saturn and Neptune, that are very like huge planets in our solar system, have moved into Aries. And Aries is a sign of the self. So for a moment, they're gonna, like for a few weeks, I believe, they're gonna be in Aries. So we're gonna get a taste of what Saturn and Neptune in Aries feels like. And Aries, Aries is a sign of self, and then it's gonna move back into Pisces for the rest of 2025 and 2026. It's gonna go back into Aries. So that's what I was talking about, the taster. And Saturn is how we manifest. So Saturn is all about time. It's all about mastery. It is really the tangible things that we have to do to create our reality, to create our goals, to see our dreams come to fruition. So that's why it's how we manifest. And in the sign of Aries, it's about the self. It's our pioneering nature, our fire starter nature, but it's also about having discipline. It's about how we can take our dreams and give them some structure so that they can actually land in the 3D. And so it's about conscious creation. And then Neptune is the dreamer, and it's beautiful energy, but it can also really like be this energy of like merging things and convoluting. And so it is asking us, it is your dreamer archetype, and it is asking you, what are you inspired by? Because from that inspiration, you are going to know what you want. what you really want being in Aries, because it's all about you. It's not about others. So Pisces is the sign of others. When we think about others, the collective, and we move from that space, now it's different. It's moving from your dreams and what you want to create in the world. And then we have Jupiter, which is, like I said, it is the really, really big player in this moon. And it is all about the tuning into the frequency of your bliss and what makes you light up every day. And if you see something and you want to experience it and you want that kind of life, Jupiter says you can have it. It's already a part of you. That abundance, the blessings happen just because they are happening. You don't deserve, no one deserves more and no one deserves less. It's just about what are you able to receive and what are you able to attune to and allow in. And that is deep feminine work, because the feminine is all about receiving. So how much good fortune can receive, how much good fortune are you able to receive, how much blessing are you able to receive, how much of your dreams are you able to like allow in. That's Jupiter. So, and another thing that may be happening is you may be noticing what's meaningful for you, what was meaningful for you before may not light you up anymore, and that's normal. When we have identity deaths, then we move into new realizations of who we are. Some things start not resonating. I just thought that was worth a mention, because that's what happens. That's what happened to me. That's what happens, and it's totally normal, and you are normal if you feel that. So let me just see if I covered everything. Sun is in Jupiter conjunct to Pluto, also sextiling Mars. Okay, so we are 2025 is the year of the reinvention of ourself. So we are moving into new timelines, as you may have heard, as you may know, and it's also the year of the snake. So we are shedding, birthing new in new territory. And now that it's summer, it's really gone into a whole new timeline, a whole new territory. Okay. So with that, let's go into our meditation visualization for today. So if you're not yet in a comfy place where you can just have some space for yourself, or you can come back to this as well if you would like, but get into a space where you can just have a few moments to tune in to the messages of what's coming through, and I'm going to lead you in to a beautiful visualization and meditation and just ground you a little bit. And so if I invite you to close your eyes, if you haven't already, just get comfortable in your chair, or if you're laying down, and just start taking some deep breaths. Just breathe deeply through your nose, and you can exhale slowly through your mouth. And just do that again. Breathe deeply through your nose. And you're going to exhale slowly through your mouth. Good. And then I want you to let your breath keep breathing. Let it start to soften your body. Let it melt your shoulders, unclench your jaw, your forehead, your cheekbones. Just move your neck, soften your belly. You don't need to hold anything right now. You just need to be here. You don't have to be anywhere else. And just allow this moment to cradle you, just like your mother did. Just allow this moment to cradle you in its arms and let this space hold you. Feel so good, safe, warm. And allow yourself to drop in deeper into your body with each inhale. And every exhale, allow something to just fall away. Just let it go. A layer, a thought, a performance, a pressure. We're going to let it all go now. And I want you to imagine your beautiful body as a chalice. And with every breath, it empties of noise, of doubt, of timelines, of stories, until there is nothing left to release. Only space. And in that space, it's still, it's clear and open. And you arrive at your 0 point field. And this is the place before movement, before becoming, before trying. It is not emptiness as lack. In fact, it's fertile, it's pregnant, it's full. It's full of your dreams, it's full of inspiration. It's magnetic. It's emptiness as origin. It's the sacred still point of creation. It's the moment just before the heartbeat, just before the cosmos exhales. And you are here now. So let yourself rest in this space. There is no time, no roles, no pressure to know or be. You are not the version of you from last year. You are not the future you're trying to figure out. You're not even your goals, your content, your intentions, your brand. You are now. You are essence. And I want you to really feel that and let it settle. And from this place, I invite you to bring awareness to your heart. Not to its longings, not to its wounds, but to its wisdom. So if you'd like to, you can place a hand over your chest, your right hand over your chest, and feel the pulse of truth beneath your palm. This is the rhythm of who already remembers. The version of you who doesn't hustle to manifest, nor does she script or visualize to convince herself. She knows. She sees clearly because she is clear. So let this version come forward now. The you that lives from presence, the you that manifests through your magnetism, the you that chooses from your innate power. See her. How does she move through the world? What has she stopped chasing? What has she started allowing more of? How does her life feel? Not what it looks like, not yet. How does it feel? How does it feel to be her? Spacious, soft, certain, unshakable. So let yourself witness her now and just focus on how you're feeling in this version of you. And I'd like you, if you can, to assign this feeling a color, if you can. What color comes to mind? And if no color comes to mind, you can just think of a white iridescent light, okay? But if you can feel and see a color, I'd like you to imagine this color. You put it inside your womb. So this color has filled your womb. Okay? And now this color is climbing upwards with your inhale. Each time you inhale, this color is moving up, 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 up into your heart space. And from here, it's growing. With each breath, it gets bigger and bigger, and it's spreading in all directions and soothing every part of you and going down your arms, your fingers, your back, your legs, your shoulders, your neck, your head, filling every crevice, every cell is filling up with this magnificent color and this emotion. Just allow yourself to drink it in and just be here with this magnificent feeling. Just be here with yourself. That's good. Just take a few deep breaths. And allow this feeling, this color or light to nurture you, to heal every part of you, and witness yourself. And just receive. It's good. This part of you is not waiting. She's not becoming. She is. So I want you to allow this remembrance to rise in your body. Let it hum in your blood. Let it echo in your field. This is not about calling something in from outside of you. It's about unveiling what's already inside. From this 0 point, what's ready to be lived? What are you now available to receive? Not from effort, but from alignment. So when you're ready, you can whisper inwardly or out loud, "It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you, because I already am, and so it is." And when you're ready, you can take a deep inhale in and exhale out, and start to wiggle your fingers, your toes. You can move your shoulders. Return into your body at this time, this space. You can return to the room. And now you can carry this clarity with you into your day, into the rest of this week. And I hope that served you and that felt healing, and it was exactly what you needed today. So I'm going to end this part of the call. I'm going to stop the recording and hear from anyone who's here, anyone who wants to share. Thank you so much for watching, for being here. I am so honored always to share this transmission with you. Okay, do I go?